I'm Lynn Talbott, the Bookkeepers coach. I take bookkeepers from operator to business owner.
So here's just a few very specific tips that you can do today. Like when you are talking to your client and you're talking to your CPA, these are just really specific things. So I always say, let the CPAs know. So you, and this is a little bit late now for tax time, but go ahead and do it now. It's just, 1st of February. So let the CPAs know, send an email. Hey, I'm doing ABC's company. I want to make your life easier. I will let you know when the file's done, but what else can I do? I'm going to do these things, the 1099s and blah, blah, blah. What else can I do? I want to make your life easier. And then you're going to tell the client, hey, I'm going to be working with the CPA on this to help make sure that we're working as a team and he doesn't miss anything. What would you like for them to know? Or what can I do for you? How can I make your life easier? And the client is going to like that. If you got an email that said, hey, I want to make your life easier, Lynn, you're like, oh, somebody gets me, somebody wants to help me. And that's the projection that you want to have. I want to make your life easier. So you are going to match, if the person has payroll, you're going to want to match that total W-2s, which is also called a W-3, to the payroll or wages category. So sometimes we might have, payroll, salary, bonuses, commissions, and then taxes, and people will create all these different categories, right? Well, that's a whole nother ballpark, a whole nother program to talk about chart of accounts, but really you just need payroll, which is payroll and wages, right? Just wages, you can call it that. Payroll and wages are the same thing. And then you have one that's just payroll taxes, right? And then you'll have a total payroll. You might have a category called payroll corrections or payroll adjustments. That's perfectly fine. That's where the things go that are weird or different. But I have a CPA. Now, not all my CPAs are like this, but I have a CPA that if I send a profit loss to, he will send that thing back in 10 seconds and say, the W-3s don't match your payroll line, make them match. And I realize that that's a red flag now. It's like, you're right. I did some adjustments to payroll. We were talking about those things on a balance sheet, like payroll refunds or payroll adjustments or payroll whatever. And I pushed them back to wages. Well, that threw off the W-3. You're going to want to create that payroll adjustment account and match those W-2s to the payroll wages. Now you can get that total wages if they use QBO payroll, you can get it right inside QBO. If they use ADP, you can run a report there and just make sure that it matches. It's actually easier if it's an ADP or an outside payroll because you're only bringing in that one payroll line and then you're bringing in that one tax line. It should match unless somebody's been in there dinking around doing something. So it should match. So you're going to request from the CPA the depreciation schedule and the depreciation entries, but you're going to give them first any fixed assets that the client has. Like Ashley said, you're going to go through the balance sheet and say, hey, did you buy anything that would require us to capitalize the, what would that fixed asset be? A car, a computer, a piece of machinery or equipment, something like that. And if they have purchased that, we want to go back and find that maybe they didn't tell you, or you missed it somehow, or you didn't realize that the repairs and maintenance that they told you was really, a piece of equipment. They bought whatever, a lawnmower or something with it that you need to capitalize. So you're going to request that depreciation schedule from the entries from the CPA, but you have to give them any fixed assets for the current year, right? And then they'll give you the depreciation schedule, and you're just going to make that entry, and then you're going to send that P&L and say this is the new P&L with adjusting depreciation or with the depreciation entries. And then when they give you that schedule, you're going to do what? You're going to attach it to that journal entry. So what are some other things? Oh, and then the last one is review the federal tax, all the prepayments that the client has made. Some clients make prepayments, a quarterly payment. Some clients don't. Some clients are supposed to make them and they don't. And some clients make them and they don't have any reason, they're not supposed to, but they want to get ahead because they don't want to have a big surprise, on April 15th. So what I do, and you can do it different ways, but what I do is I do that under owner draw. I'll say owner draw, and I'll put a sub account called federal taxes paid or quarterly federal taxes paid, not just taxes, because we're not talking about state or any other kind of taxes, federal taxes, IRS federal taxes. And so you're going to want to give that to the CPA as well, but you're going to want to review it with the client first. And you could open up and say, hey, I see you made one quarterly payment. Did you make any other quarterly payments? Because when you look at the tax return, it has 4 quarterly payments they should have made, and perhaps they made 1 or 2 of them. And they'll say, no, I didn't make any more. My year's really been bad. I don't have any cash, and maybe their business is not doing as well. And so you just want to confirm that they did not make the quarterly tax payments that the CPA requested them to, and that the IRS requires you to do off of your last year's tax return. But also they could have said, oh yeah, I made them. I just paid them out of, my personal, or my wife, paid them. Well, you need to know that, right? So you need to journal that into QuickBooks. So the federal taxes, it's okay to pay those out of QuickBooks, or put it in QuickBooks. It's just going to go on the balance sheet. So you're going to review the federal prepayments and the fixed asset register and make sure that those are correct. And so that when they go to the CPA's got that line item that says, here's the amount of taxes that they paid.